Hello, fusers. Today I will tell you about making murrine plate. This is my latest round plate. Its diameter is 16 inches or 41 centimeters. The sound in the beginning of the video is the sound of this plate. Look at it closely. As you can see, it's composed of hundreds of tiny circles. These are murrine, small glass cylinders with intricate internal structure. By combining them you can create colorful transitions. But if you look closer at the surface, you see that all murrine are different and have various patterns. Some are just circles, some chevrons, and some look like tiny flowers. These are murrine, which I used in this project. It's possible to buy murrine, but their cost is high, so I pull them using a special kiln named vitrograph. This kiln is usually placed on a shelf and has a hole in the bottom. You need to fill a pot with glass pieces assembled in a special order and place this pot into the vitrograph. After heating, you pull glass cane through the hole in the bottom. To make murrine, this cane needs to be cut into hundreds of short cylinders. 2 days are required to fill the pot, pull the cane, and cut it into murrine. I will omit details. Vitrograph is a separate world of glass fusing, and it's not possible to explain it in this video. If you want to make yourself familiar with this world, follow the link below to get a recorded webinar. Now it's time to begin assembling the project. First, I need to cut a clear circular substrate. Its diameter is 16 inches. I used the circle cutter which mounts to the glass surface with a suction mechanism. After scoring, I flipped the glass and gently pressed with a thumb along the score line. You can see that the break line becomes visible. Then I flipped the sheet back and easily cut the circle out. Then I put the substrate on a kiln shelf protected with a kiln shelf paper. Please note that I drew a design on this paper. The height of murrine I used is 6 millimeters. So, the resultant thickness of murrine fused with the substrate exceeds 6 millimeters, and the substrate needs to be surrounded with a dam to prevent glass from extending outside the boundaries. I use a stainless steel ring as a dam. To protect it, the ring is sprayed with ZYP aerosol and with a 3 mm fiber tape. This tape is required to compensate different coefficients of extinction of glass and stainless steel. I begin assembling from the center. And this is a lengthy process. As you can see, I put murrine one by one to fill the contours drawn on the kiln shelf paper. Of course, assembling something abstract requires less time. I use a mix of murrine to create color transitions. As you can see on the screen, the mixing of green and teal murrine helps in transitioning from green to teal. I spent about 8 hours assembling this plate. So, yes, you're right, much patience is required. Usually, I listen to my favorite music while assembling. Now just watch at the time lapsed assembling. All these hours are condensed in a couple of minutes. At the very end, when everything is assembled, I looked carefully at the plate to find and fill large gaps. While having gaps is not critical, I prefer to fill them with murrine corresponding to all surrounding murrine. Finally, the shelf can be placed into the kiln. During the next 17 hours it will be heated to 1470 degrees Fahrenheit to fully fuse all murrine with the substrate and each other. Now it's time to take it out and look at the result. As you can see, I easily removed the stainless steel ring. Now I carefully remove the fiber tape which prevented the glass disc from squeezing by a ring. This tape can be used several more times in another projects. If you look closer at the fused disc, you see that its surface is not ideally flat. Also, the edges have very sharp protrusions. To finish the project, I had two choices. I could grind the edges and slump the plate. This is the easiest way. I chose an alternative way. First, I flipped this disc bottom side up and fully fused it once again. The bottom side looks differently and much better. Also, this moves the clear substrate to the top of the plate and ensures food safety. Additionally, I sandblasted the surface before slumping to remove glare. Finally, the plate got a new look. Hope this short video was useful. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.